Hey there, scientists! Welcome to your Microscope Science Lab. Today, we'll be diving into the fascinating world of tiny details, and I'll show you how to use your microscope so we can uncover these hidden wonders. So for this kit, we're going to be using National Geographic's Microscope Science Lab STEM kit. And so we are going to first learn how to use our microscope. So what you're going to do, first things first, take your microscope out of your kit, and you need to place it on a flat surface. That's the best thing to do for your microscope. Let's begin by exploring one of the coolest specimens in your kit, the geode. These rocks have tiny crystals when you look closely at them through your microscope. If your geode is clear or translucent, you're going to need to turn on your bottom light to see through it better in your microscope. And if it's a more darker geode or it's harder to look through, not translucent, then you're going to turn on the top light.
So first we are going to take the cap off the top of the microscope. And here we have the objective lens, so you can zoom in or zoom out, and I'm going to set it to 40 for this experiment. And just like we did earlier, you can use the switches on the back to either turn the top light or the bottom light on, depending on what experiment you're going to do. So we're going to be taking a look at two of the geodes. So you're going to pick it up with the tweezers, and as you can see, the geode I've picked up here is translucent and you can see through it, so we're going to be using the bottom light. Use the knobs on the side to adjust the stage to go up or down, and also be careful because when you do pull the stage up and down, it can sometimes get the geode out of place, so make sure you keep it directly on the dot in the middle. Now we're going to be looking at another geode, and as you can see, I'm also placing it right in the middle with my tweezers. And this one isn't as translucent as the other one, so we're going to be using the top light to look at this geode. Keep adjusting until you can see the tiny details of all the geodes. Pretty cool, right? And once you're done, place the geodes back into the Ziploc baggie carefully and then set it to the side for our next experiment.
Next, let's take a peek at some plant cells. Your kit comes with mounted plant slides to help view the plant structure properly through the microscope. For this first sample, we're going to be looking at pine pollen. And you're going to need to turn your bottom light, if it's on, turn it onto your top light, because that'll help us view the cells and just the plant details better.
So take the microscope slides box out of your kit, and in there you're going to see a lot of sample slides, and here we find the pine pollen. So place it right under the clips of the microscope so it won't fall off whenever you're adjusting it, and make sure you have the top light on for this and adjust as needed to get a good look at the cells. Once you're done taking a look at the pine pollen, you're going to place it gently back into the box.
Now for a little experiment. You can collect your own samples using the plain mount slides and tweezers. You can collect things like tiny leaves or even a little bit of dirt and put them under the clips on the microscope and then focus in. What new things will you discover? This can be anything you find maybe in your yard or just fabric around your house. You can just zoom in closely and look at it.
Don't forget to place the cap right back onto the microscope when you're done using it.
In your kit, you're going to discover a book called Thinking Like a Scientist. It's all about a girl named Sophia who is just thinking about all the amazing details about the world around her, just like we did in this video with our microscope. That's all for today, scientists. Keep using your microscope to discover the amazing things happening in the world around you. Who knows what you'll discover next?